Hey, Parker here from unscriptedincome.com/podcasting. Today I want to go over the podcast studio by Behringer, and I just got it today and I'm fairly excited about it. I just pulled it out of the box. It was packaged very nicely. The only issue is that there is no software included. You do have to go to the manufacturer's site. I actually bypassed that myself and went to Autocity, which is a free podcasting software that you can download to download and upload your podcast to SoundCloud. I actually use SoundCloud. I enjoy that because I can stream it and then easily put the link on my website. As you see here, this here is the my first podcast from SoundCloud. So everything you get when you get the podcast studio, you get the mic, the boom, the stand, you get the mixer, and you get an adapter. It's really easy to plug in. You plug in the USB to your computer. It downloads to your computer automatically if you have Windows. I'm not sure about the Mac. You can look in the reviews for that. And then you plug your RCA cables into the adapter, and then plug the input and output into your mixer. Plug in the mixer, your headphones, and your mic, and you're all set up. And it's really that simple. Like I said, the only issue that I found was that there was no software included, but a lot of the manufacturers for any type of products are doing that now to save DVDs, discs, or in this case it would be a software disc. And so yeah, that basically saves them money also, which is understandable. And you can still download everything for free. They do recommend Juice, another podcasting software. But yeah, like I said, I just went to Autocity. So basically, if you are interested in podcasting, this is a complete podcast kit, and I'm really excited to use it myself. It's not extremely professional like the high-end podcasters use, but it will give you everything you need to get started in podcasting. So if you're on my website, unscriptedincome.com/podcast, I do have a little link here, a little banner ad for the podcast that I did purchase and just received within one day from Amazon. You can click shop now, or you can simply just go to amazon.com and type in podcast studio. It'll be the first one there. So click on that there. Another issue I found was that it did not come with the pop wind, the filter here. So I did go to Amazon and I did find one for $8. And what this does is you put it in front of your microphone, and that helps to reduce any excess sounds that your mouth makes when you're speaking. If you, like me, I say a lot and kind of spit, so I do need to end up buying that. So that's going to be about $8, and kind of hopefully it'll help muffle the sniffles and things that I do, which it does say that it's useful for. So yeah, that's the pop filter that you can buy separately. There's also, I believe, one on Amazon where it does come with that for an extra like $10, which will be really useful for you. So yeah, this is the Behringer Podcast Studio via USB from your computer to the mixer to the mic, and you can have your podcast. I had it set up within 27 minutes or so. I want to say like 32 minutes, and it was all set up. And then, like I said, you'll want to go to autocity.com. You can go to the manufacturer website, but I found it quickly here. autocityteam.org. and it's right here on the front page. Download Autocity. You'll click that for Windows users. I'm not exactly sure for Macintosh, Mac. So Autocity, Windows 10, which I have, you'll click that and download. Download that. Once it's done downloading, you'll open and you'll fill out all the required information, and you can begin downloading your podcast. Make sure that everything's turned on, your buttons are pushed down. There's a button for the headphone and the microphone, the XML microphone. So you want to make sure those are both turned on if that's what you decide you want to do. So once that's downloaded, I went to Ben Sound royalty-free music. This is going to be where I get my intro to my podcast. So this is all royalty-free music as long as you mention Ben Sound in your description that you received the music from there. You can get licensing, which is, I believe, like $30. That way you can use the music for free, and you won't have to advertise that from Ben Sound. But this is a great free option. Just go to royalty free, and you can do folk, cinematic, corporate, anything. I chose rock, and you'll most likely be hearing extreme action or one of the other ones here, happy rock maybe. Okay, so that's where I get my music, and so now that you've seen the podcast studio, where I got everything set up for the podcast, and where I get my music, and where I upload it to. Once you're done with, let me pause here. Okay, so now that you have everything set up, and you want to start recording, so go to your Autocity software that hopefully you've installed already. It's quick. You'll go ahead and click record. You'll record your podcast, 15, 20 minutes, however long you need. This is just going to be short. And then once you do that, you'll save your project. You'll actually export it to your export audio. You'll export that to an MP3 file on your computer. I actually used a separate folder for my podcast. So now that you have that exported, you'll actually go to, what I use is soundcloud.com/Parker-Townsend. That's my home podcast studio. And you'll see here I've already uploaded Unscripted Income Episode 1, Helping You Succeed Online. So once you go to your dashboard, you'll go to Upload, and then you can find your file from Autocity, and you'll upload it, and then you'll have your podcast online. Close that, you don't need to see that. So yeah, you'll have your podcast online. And then what I like to do is when I do get that on there, then I go to share, and I right click that, copy, and then when I'm doing a blog post like you saw earlier, I'll click Sound City Embed, and I'll do the link. I'll send a link there, and this is my podcast. So episode 2 is going to go up here, and that's how I'm going to get my podcast going live for you guys using the podcast studio. It's really simple. It's one of the few that I saw that was an actual kit that you can buy for under $100. You do have the fees, obviously. I think it came out to 107 something. I'll go ahead and start I'll go ahead and let you know in a link below. Okay, so if you have any questions, just give me an email, and that's the Podcast Studio by Dave Ringer, and I'll go ahead and I want to give it 5 stars, but without the software, then I'll probably give it like 4.8 stars. We'll go with that. So yeah, everything's included. It is a probably mid-range. It's, like I said, it's not top quality, but we'll see how this video and sound turns out, and then maybe I'll do another review for you. So yeah, take care.